Welcome again to another time to learn about great marriage. I believe strongly that you have been enjoying every episode. You have learned as an individual, as a single, and as a married man or woman. Once again, welcome. Today, I'll be talking about conflict management in marriage. Conflict management in marriage. Somebody will like in one of our meetings, couples program, somebody asked the question, why must we be having conflict in marriage? Why do we normally have conflict in marriage? And I love the responses that my husband gave. I will share 7 reasons why you are having conflict in your marriage. Number 1, my husband said, we are human. As human beings, we will have differences. Like if they ask you now, everybody want to eat this morning, what would you like to eat? And everybody agree to eat yam. How do you now want your yam? Somebody may say, I want it fried. Somebody may say, I want it boiled. Somebody may say, I want it in porridge. Can you see? Different likes, different dislikes. So when you are human, you expect that you have differences, different temperament, different expectations, different personality. You are not the same gender. So we are humans. So we expect that conflict will happen. Another thing that gives room for conflict in marriage is because of closeness. You share a lot of things. Somebody that is living far away, we know you will not have any issue with that person with the use of toilets in your bedroom, with the use of toothpaste. You did not flush well. The person is not living in your room, so there's no way you can have challenge in that area that the person did not flush well. So you are close, you share everything, you see each other every day. You have different needs. That's another reason. You are of different personalities and temperaments. Another reason is that you are of different gender. Then you came from different background and orientations. Different background. Like somebody shared sometimes ago that he grew up in a family where the houses are always open in terms of nobody locks any door. Why? Because the father operates as a polygamist. He had many wives. So they can't lock the door because they don't know whether there's another child outside that is yet to come in. So that kind of person now got married to someone who came from a background that they lock the door and overlock it. You see the differences. We have different background, we have different exposure, different orientation. There are wrong ways people handle conflicts. Conflict simply means that I have different opinions about a subject, and you too, you have different opinion about a subject, and we are trying to have a common position. So I come with my view based on the opinion I have. You come with your own view based on your opinion you have. Nobody is wrong. It's just that we have different views about that subject matter. All we just need to do is to sit down and see, okay, why do we have these different views? What is the best position that we should both agree on for the benefit of our family? So that is what we should do. Don't handle conflict by turning it to crisis. Don't handle conflict by fighting, physical combat, breaking doors, spoiling your property because you are hungry, leaving the house incessantly. Any small misunderstanding, you have left. You have carried your things, you have left. It is dangerous. Stay as adults and discuss your matter. Don't handle conflict by inflicting more pain on your spouse or by keeping malice. Yes, you are keeping malice or keeping the pain, the misunderstanding for years. You're now referring to it every now and then. You will not move forward in the process. Like somebody brought someone and they said they've been keeping malice for 5 years. 5 years in marriage. They have wasted 5 years of that journey. They wasted it in the hand of conflict. Please manage conflict well in marriage. It will come, but be mature enough to handle it. I'll be back.
Is your marriage hurting? Is your marriage making you sad, depressed, and frustrated? Do you feel like packing it up? No, don't do it. You need marriage clinic, not marriage breakup. Marriage breakup helps no one. Go ahead, fight for your marriage, defend it because of your future, old age, and your children. You will be glad you did. This is not marriage counseling, it is marriage clinic. Register for marriage clinic and save your marriage today. Go to bisiadewale.com/marriage clinic to start the journey of transforming your marriage today.
Welcome back. Let me share ways you should handle conflict. Handle conflict with the fear of God. Have the fear of God in your mind that this thing I am doing, God is aware that this thing is happening. What will God do in this instance? What will He do? You have to handle it well. You have to handle it. Don't start doing things that are destructive. Because you are angry, you are plotting evil against your spouse, against your family, against his family. Because you are angry. I remember there was a day somebody called me, one of my colleagues a long time ago, called me and said, please, help me call this lady. She's about to destroy her marriage. I said, what happened? That she and her husband had misunderstanding. The next thing, she happens to be the only girl among her siblings. So she called all her married brothers to come and help her fight the husband. This man did not beat her. It wasn't an abusive relationship. It was just normal husband and wife conflict, misunderstanding. And this lady called all the brothers they were married to come and help her fight the husband. So by the time we don't do it calling counseling or whatever, but the person, because he is a close friend, prevailed on me, and I had to call. So when I called the lady said, you are the counselor. I'm so sorry. We have gone far. In fact, we are almost in my house. My brothers are here. They will beat him. They will teach him a lesson. By the time my colleague called me later, after like 1 hour, he said she has scattered her marriage. That the siblings beat the husband, and the man said, today is the end of this marriage. I didn't beat you. We only had little misunderstanding. The next thing, you call your brothers to come and beat me. That marriage scattered because of wrong way the lady handled her marriage. Don't use your hand to scatter your marriage because of anger, because of misunderstanding. Handle it with the fear of God. Handle conflict with patience. With patience. Those things you want to say in a hurry, by the time they come out and you scatter ground, you will not be able to gather them again. So be patient with the matter. Handle conflict with prayer. Have you prayed about it? The Bible says the heart of the king is in the hand of God. Have you prayed about that anger, that bitterness, that thing that is raising its ugly head, that evil that want to be marking its anniversary in your family? Have you prayed about it? You observe that in your lineage, nobody stays in husband's house. Have you prayed about it? And it's issue of anger that normally push them out. Have you prayed about it? Pray and pray. At every junction, devil does not like any good home. And he's always looking for a way to scatter the marriage. Pray. Then handle conflict with knowledge. What do you know about your husband? How much do you know about your wife? How much do you know about keeping quiet? Even when your mind, your stomach is boiling. Even when you think you are the one that you are right, the other party should apologize. How much do you know? This knowledge will liberate you. Knowledge about handling conflict will liberate you. Knowledge, you also need to handle conflict with understanding. Understand the view of that person. Your spouse is saying, let's buy red car. You are saying, let's buy blue car. Let's buy white car. Try to be patient to understand the view, where the person is coming from, what the person is saying, so that you will be objective enough. You will not be subjective. That's one of the issues. When people are not objective, you just believe that you must win every argument, everything that happens, you know more than everybody. You won't go far. And do conflict with effective communication. That's not the time to keep malice. That's the time to talk with patience, with respect. Don't remove courtesy. Don't remove respect. Talk as adults. Then handle conflict with caution. Don't scatter ground. Look at the lady I shared her story with you. She scattered her marriage. She became a single mother. What will she tell people later in life, even her little children? What will she tell them? That she was not cautious enough to be careful when she was just angry for over little matter, little issue. And do conflict with caution. Before you abuse that your mother-in-law, before you say wrong things about your neighbor, before you do bad things to your husband, handle conflict with caution. Welcome back. Handle conflict with love. We have been talking about conflict management in marriage, and we are saying that because you are human, because you are close, because you have different temperaments, you have different orientations, you have different personality, you have different character, you have different needs, conflicts will happen. But the way and manner you handle conflict is very, very important. Don't handle conflicts by being violent, being combative, being corrosive. No, that's not the way. Don't handle conflict by inflicting more pain, more problem. No. Handle conflict with the fear of God. Handle conflict with patience, with knowledge, with understanding, with effective communication, with caution. And number 8 now, with love. Handle conflict with prayer is one of the points. Then number 8 now is with love. Remember, you are in a love affair. So don't suddenly bring hatred that is coming from anger. Don't suddenly make it pronounced in your marriage. Handle conflict with love. Handle conflict with kindness. It is that time of conflict that you will know how kind you are, because something inside of you will be saying that don't show kindness. Don't do as if you know. Just be looking. Be looking until things get spoiled. You know better. You know certain things you're supposed to tell your husband. Hey, I'm even hungry in this house. You refuse to talk because you're angry. Please, handle conflict with kindness. Handle conflict with solution in mind. We want to have solution. Handle conflict with wisdom. It takes wisdom to be a builder. You can't have a great marriage and not be wise. You must be wise enough to know when to talk, when not to talk, when to apologize, when to take it easy, when to present the matter, when to resolve the matter. There are some things you just have to look away and move on. If you keep trashing it, we must trash this, we must trash it, and you are not getting a headway. Wisdom says, hey, we cannot handle it between the two of us. Let's engage a professional counselor, a godly and professional counselor. That's why we have a marriage clinic. Go to bisiadewale.com/marriage clinic. Subscribe to it. If things are getting very, very hot and you are trying to resolve matter, things are not getting resolved. You have involved family. Family will not be able to help you when they are not knowledgeable. Your FFF, your family, your fans, your friends, they are not equipped for it. They won't be able to help you. Get someone who is godly that can help you. This is very, very important. I'll be back shortly. Welcome back. Number 12, handle conflict with future in mind. Your future, you are still going to be with this man. If Jesus tarries 50 years time, more than 50 years, you are still going to be together. So handle conflict with future in mind. Future of your children, future of your relationship, future of your family. Handle conflict with future in mind, with old age in mind, with eternity in mind. We call it FOE. Your future, your old age, and eternity. Have it in mind before you scatter ground. Handle conflict with selflessness. Don't be selfish. I must win the argument. My own must prevail. Please be wise enough to let go. Handle conflict with focus on strengthening the marriage. I always say this. If you do not handle conflict well, it takes you backward in that relationship. By the time you now resolve, you will be trying to catch up all the lost ground again. But if you have handled it well, it strengthens the relationship and it takes you further and further. But if you have handled it badly, it takes you backward. So handle conflict with focus of strengthening your marriage. Handle conflict with unity in mind. Nobody is a winner. Any house that is divided against itself cannot stand. We are winners together, the two of us. So handle conflict with unity in mind. Handle conflict with godliness. Be a godly. The devil will be suggesting a lot to you. With the moment there's a problem, the devil will tell you, this man does not like you. This lady does not look for your good. This lady, you need to change her. You remember your ex is still pursuing you, and your ex is still not yet married. You remember this. The devil will be reminding you, giving you demonic strategy. The plan, his target is to compound your problem. So don't use foolish strategies to confront or handle your conflict. Be wise enough, be godly. Then have resolution in mind. I want to resolve it. How will you enjoy your sleep when you keep fighting? How will you enjoy your health? Your health will be in danger. You'll be having BP issue, blood pressure. You'll be having all sorts of insomnia. You'll be having sleeplessness. So handle conflict with resolution in mind. Handle conflict with carefulness. Be careful. Those things that are coming from your mind, what you are brewing on your mind, your thinking, they will influence your words. You know, out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth will speak. Your mouth will speak. Be careful. Be careful. Then handle conflict with positive mindsets. Be positive. This man does not hate me. This lady does not hate me. Nobody hates me. This is for the good of the marriage. I just want this marriage to work. It is when we are united, we can conquer the world. We can execute our project. It is when we are united, we can raise our children well. It is when we are united, we can have sound mind, good health that will take us to live longer and enjoy each other till old age. If you are giving each other trouble and somebody is not in the right frame of mind and the person is driving and the person has accident, what will happen? So that's why you have to be careful so that you are both in the state of rest in your mind. It is at that state of rest you can be creative. You can be creative lovers. You can be creative on your job. You can do well in all your endeavors. So bear it in mind. Handle conflict with eternity in mind. Eternity in mind. Handle conflict with godly counsel. Embrace godly counsel. Please don't go to wrong people. They will mislead you. And when they spoil your marriage, they will not dash you their own. Be wise enough. When they spoil your marriage, destroy your marriage, they will not dash you their own. A lady was sharing with us some times ago that her siblings pushed her. That marriage is not, that husband is not taking care of you. That man, you are the one doing a lot in that marriage. He's not doing anything. Leave him so that he will come to his senses. They pushed him due to their negative counsel, and she left the marriage. By the time she moved in to one of the siblings. She moved in to live with one of the siblings after she left her marriage. They were the one that counseled her. They pushed her and she left and now started living with one of them. She said she has not spent 1 week before the sister said, you have to look for where you believe you. And you know, my husband, he likes beautiful babes and you are very beautiful. This is the same person among those that counseled her wrongly. She said she borrowed herself sense. She went back home to go and apologize to her husband. Thank God it wasn't too late for her to go back. Be wise enough.
Is your marriage hurting? Is your marriage making you sad, depressed and frustrated? Do you feel like packing it up? No, don't do it. You need marriage clinic, not marriage breakup. Marriage breakup helps no one. Go ahead, fight for your marriage, defend it because of your future, old age, and your children. You will be glad you did. This is not marriage counseling, it is marriage clinic. Register for marriage clinic and save your marriage today. Go to bisiadewale.com/marriage clinic to start the journey of transforming your marriage today.
Listen to godly counsel and please handle conflict as friends. You are lovers, you are friends, you are not enemies, you are not competitors, you are not opponents of each other. Talk as friends. Handle conflict as a teammate with team spirit. That is for the good of the team. It's for the good of the family. Handle conflict like adults. Don't behave like children. If you go to school where you have little children, when there is misunderstanding, the way and manner they call the attention of their instructors or the teachers, they say, hey, auntie, this one, I will not play with you again. I will not do this again. You know, they can at times even have physical, violence and combat because they are angry. You don't do that. You are an adult. As an adult, it is expected of you that you live responsibly. As an adult, it is expected of you that you are patient to hear another person out. And as an adult, it's also expected of you to bring to your table what your views are for others to understand what you are saying. So you can't just be angry and be angry and be angry, scattering everywhere without you talking. What is on your mind? Why do you say we should do this? Why are you angry with what I have done as your wife or as your husband. Say, let the person know. Some people will even be angry, the spouse will not be aware. One man told us that he traveled from their state to another state. He was angry with his wife, and the wife did not even know anything. And he left the house, traveled to go and report the wife in their village. Unfortunately, by the time he got to the city, the state capital, where he would board a vehicle going to the village of the wife, the last vehicle for the day had left. Unfortunately, he didn't have so much on him. It was not the era of ATM. He didn't have so much on him to sleep in the hotel. So he was practically stranded. He now had to talk to the police that he was going to a village, blah, blah, blah. They accommodated him at the police station. He said the kind of mosquito that dealt with him gave him a shift in his mind. That what kind of rubbish is this? Even I have a beautiful house, I left the house. What we are even fighting about is a trivial matter that I could have sat down and discussed with my wife, and I traveled this far. And the person I was going to report did not even know anything about my movement. He said the following morning, the very first vehicle, he took it back. That from that day, he had a self-confidence with himself that I must behave better next time. I must behave wisely next time. I am an adult. I should be able to call my wife to say, this thing is, I'm not happy with the way you handle it. Oh, please, next time, don't let us do that. We should be able to talk. Please. Handle conflict as adults. Then the last but not the least, handle conflict with humility. Humility. Be humble enough to talk, to initiate discussion. It is when you are humble you can have open and honest communication. It is when you are humble you can listen actively, attentively, without defense mechanism, without being defensive. It is when you listen actively, you are humble, you can listen actively to the other party, your spouse, to now know, this is what the person is saying. It is when you are humble, you will choose the right time and the right tone to talk. It is when you are humble that you stay calm, that you know that you are not fighting, you'll be respectful with humility. When you are humble, you will know that this is not this is not I, me, my marriage. It is we, our marriage. Let's see that it's for our good. It is when you are humble that you'll be able to forgive. You'll be able to forgive because you still have a long way to go. Hey, you have a long way to go. God will bless you with long life. God will bless you with prosperity. God will bless you with good health, sound mind. So if you are blessed with all of these things, you will spend more than 50 years in marriage if Jesus tarries. So please handle conflict. And more so, if you are handling conflict wrongly in marriage, it can cut life short. It can affect your health. It can make you not to be creative, not to be productive at work. It can kickstart some ailments in you, some sicknesses. So please, from now onward, just when there's anything to handle, when there are different opinions, different views, behave as adults. All the lessons you have learned, bring them into practice, and you will enjoy your marriage. God bless you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can see that all the things you have been learning here, you can't quantify them. They are things that other people need. Please subscribe, share with people, and please remember to put on the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime we post another episode. God bless you.